It's Friday, and here to take a look at what's going on around town this weekend is Chris Bumbray, managing editor of JoBlo.com. Hi, Chris.
Hey, Matt, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you? You're in Toronto.
That's right. I'm at the Toronto International Film Festival in the swing of things, heading back out there tonight for the premiere of The Lost Bus with Matthew McConaughey. So exciting day.
So we are taking a little bit of a look further afield this week because the Toronto International Film Festival is underway, where there's a lot of excitement right now about this new documentary tribute to John Candy. Here's a clip of John Candy's children on the red carpet last night.
He was a father and he was a total human being, so he had his flaws and he had his things, but he was a whole person, and that's what is such a gift that we get to do with this movie.
Yeah, he was an amazing dad, and so it was just like everyone's, favorite uncle and favorite father and all that.
So
Chris, you were at the screening last night. Was it a fitting tribute?
Oh, it sure was. I mean, I think he's Toronto's favorite son, right? I mean, he even at the height of his Hollywood fame, he always lived in Toronto and would just fly back and forth to LA, even when he was, super famous in the 80s. And, nobody in the documentary has a bad thing to say about him. It seemed like he was exactly the guy that, we thought he was on screen. This warm, lovable, big kid kind of guy with, some surprising depth, right? I mean, that was the thing about Planes, Trains, and Automobiles and Uncle Buck. He could make you laugh, but he could also make you cry. And that was very true of the man as well. It's a fitting tribute. They interview pretty much all of his co-stars: Bill Murray, Dan Aykroyd, Tom Hanks. Is actually directed by Colin Hanks, Tom Hanks' son, and produced by Ryan Reynolds. And I was there for the premiere, and I got to see Ryan Reynolds introduce John Candy's children, Jennifer and Christopher, and it was such a thrill because I was a massive John Candy fan growing up, and to have been there for the premiere of his documentary was a real treat. And the documentary is actually premiering on Prime Video Canada on October 10th. So if anybody wants to see it, you don't have to wait too long.
All right, back here at home, another weekend, another Montreal Music Festival, this time in Pointe Claire for the West Island Blues Festival.
Yeah.
So a one-day event in the Pointe Claire Village. What can people expect?
Oh, I mean, tons of acts. It goes on from 3 until 11 o'clock at night. One of the really cool things about the West Island Blues Festival is the way they've been doing it is kind of every month, the first Saturday or so of every month, they've had a kind of an all-day festival in different parts of the city. They did Dorval, and now they're doing Pointe Claire, and it's at the Village. It goes on, like I said, until 11 o'clock at night. Starts at 3 o'clock, and acts that you could expect include Tone 11, Matt Rock, Steve Rowe, and the Sugar Darlings. If you love blues, and I certainly do, this is a wonderful activity for everybody to take in, and kind of a fitting thing. I think that's the great thing about Montreal. We have so many music festivals, but a very diverse selection of music, and blues very different than jazz, so nice to see it get its moment in the spotlight.
Absolutely. And finally, Phil Rosenthal is in town. He's the man behind Somebody Feed Phil.
I really do want to bite into the bone.
You want to zobble the bone? Take a bite from one end, give it to me. I'll take a bite and we'll give.
Oh my goodness!
Give a bite to.
Are you really going to do that?
Why not? You have to do it when you're here.
So first, for people who don't know, could you explain what the show is, who Phil Rosenthal is, and what he's doing here in town?
Yeah, so Phil Rosenthal is the creator of Everybody Loves Raymond. You could see him talking to Ray Romano there, and he's got his own show, Somebody Feed Phil, where he goes to kind of restaurants all around the world, eats, and kind of, gets a little philosophical. And I think that's the thing to remember about tonight's show, which is happening at the Olympia Theater, is that it's not really a stand-up comedy show, right? Rather, it's more of a conversation that you attend. He tells stories, and then he has a Q&A with the audience. But one thing that's interesting is because of the show, what kind of show it is, Montreal restaurants are very happy that he's in town, and everybody's trying to get him to come and check out their restaurants, because if they were to end up on his show, I mean, that's a way to get your restaurant kind of center stage in the global cuisine vibe that's going on now. So a big honor for Montreal, and I'm sure that he's had some great meals this week and is going to talk all about them.
All right, lots to look forward to this weekend. Chris Bumbray, managing editor of JoBlo.com. Thanks for doing this, and have a great weekend.
My pleasure, Matt. Thank you.